Hi everyone, Paul Morbid here, Morbid Team Entertainment. While taking a break from some Bolex work here on my 816, gonna go out in the Philippines here up on the streets and see what I can find as far as filmmaking materials, props, that type of a thing, maybe some locations. Sometimes it can be a little trying with filmmaking doing this type of thing here in the Philippines, but we're gonna see what the day is gonna provide. Alright, so let's get going. So first the wife and I are going to get a little bit of something to eat here in the Philippines, and this is what these places look like. I like to eat here on the street like this because the food is really good and it's homemade. So I'm going to have some of the, if you can see it here, it's barbecue in there. But you've got different other types of stuff. The chicken feet I always avoid, as well as the chicken heads and that type of thing like that. So let's take a look inside. Walk into these places, they're all family owned, and this is what you get. You got a lot of seating, and you got the soda machine over here, and you've got Coca-Colas and Mountain Dews and stuff like that. So if you're ever wondering, that's what you got. And the cooking is right here. So as you can see, it's really good food and everything is home cooked. Okay, so some of the foods came already. This is of course rice. You got a little bit of a soup that's called sabaw. My wife just put the dipping sauce together. Got some peppers and kind of like, there's a thing back here called calamansi. And let me go if I can grab a piece. It's like this. It's like a mini lime. Okay, so here's the rest of our meal. This came right here. My wife and I, since she's Filipino, we have this separated right there. So there she is. She doesn't like to be seen that much on camera, but anyway, this is dugo right here. It's a dried blood. I do not eat this. That's for her. I eat the barbecue right here, and I think this is, what's this called again? Isaw. It's difficult for me to remember that. Isaw is in like a chicken intestines. I don't eat that either. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and finish this and then see what else we can get going on here in the Philippines. Here's an area I found in the past and to go ahead and start filming at. I've got this area in mind. It's got some banana trees there, some other different type of trees here for the Philippines, and I can have the talent stand and they can perform their performance art while I film. I always take along every time this side viewfinder from an early non-Rex. And I can go ahead and select my scenes, and it works just well for me and fits right in my pocket. Here's another area such as this. There are local resorts here that are inexpensive and beautiful, and you can film your team there as well. This is a place that's fairly local to me, and it's got lots of areas for this, for filming. This is that area that you may have seen in some of my videos previously. It's an area I come to unwind, get away from my Bolex desk for the filmmaking and stuff like that. So I come out here to get away from it all area. This area holds a lot of good fruit, as you can see in the background. It's common here in the Philippines. It's great for B-roll and and that type of deal. And you just can't get enough of it. The Philippines has a lot of beautiful areas and this type of thing for filming, and great for experimental horror film and my work. So, my current film, SIJ, It's All About Choice, experimental horror film, has been in development with me for a good 3 years, and I'm currently in pre-production. I really hope I'm in pre-production, that is. I'm one of the people in the world that can repair Bolex vintage movie cameras, so we're using analog 16mm film cameras to shoot on. Alright, so meaning each scene is about 30 seconds or less. Now that we're out of development and I've got everything squared away, development means exactly how it reads and sounds. You're developing the film, meaning you're going through the process of writing everything down, getting locations, talent, and the whole deal. Now that I've done that, it's simply putting the pieces together, testing the effects, and then getting some filming done. When I go into full production in 2023, then each talent that's cast will be contacted. You'll be fitted for special effects, gore effects, and stuff like that. So this all takes time. When I worked with, when I managed Star Wars talent and work with other talent from other different types of the film industry in Hollywood, you know, films in Hollywood are in development for, you know, a decade, you know, things like that. Sometimes a bit less, and it just takes a long time when you want to get everything right. So these are the things: your acting style. To those of you who are cast in my films, and SIJ, it's all about choice. It'd be more performance art and pantomime. We're going to be recording silently. The audio will be recorded later. All right? So I hope this answers some of your questions. If you have any more, just a comment in the sections below. And just so that any of the talent that's cast gets an idea, this is the shutter part, the gears of my Bolex A16 that we'll be filming on. So I'm currently servicing that, and you see it's a vintage analog camera and it's filled with gears. So you have to have knowledge on how to service, repair, and create parts for these cameras. So that's also what I've been working on for the past 3 years, different types of Bolex cameras. All right. So concerning props, I got some of the gore effects in the back, and that's working on different types of course, those nasty, gory effects are going to be happening in the film. And I've got some other props and this type of a thing that I'm working on as well. So that's all that's going on. We've been in development and now in pre-production for a little over 3 years. If you have any questions to cast I'm referring to that's in SIJ, it's all about choice, including the future experimental horror films we'll be doing, do comment below and or contact me at the typical social media outlets on the screen. You can catch me faster at Twitter. Until next time, do subscribe. See ya.